Hello Gators, welcome to the Veterans Day Assembly. Today we will be honoring those who have served and those who continue to fight for our country. Thank you for your service and please enjoy the following assembly, which will be started off with the Decatur Band performing the national anthem. Please rise.
Many are unaware of the origins of Veterans Day. Here is a brief background as to how the holiday previously known as Armistice Day came about.
In 1919, just over a year after the end of the First World War, the 28th President of the United States, Woodrow Wilson, proclaimed that a yearly celebration would take place to honor the veterans who have served.
Veterans Day, originally named Armistice Day for the first anniversary of the ending of World War I, has been observed and honored as a national holiday since November 1919 and was made into an official national holiday in 1938 by Congress.
This day honors all veterans in all branches of the military who fought and continue to fight for our country bravely. Veterans Day pays tribute to all American veterans living or dead, but especially gives thanks to the living veterans who have served their country honorably during war or peacetime.
And now, here are a few words from Mr. Dicus, an honorable staff veteran.
Good morning. I'm always very humbled when I'm asked to speak on the subject of Veterans Day or being a veteran in general. People sometimes ask if I served in Desert Storm, and the answer is no, I was too young. Others ask if I served in Iraq. No, I was already out by that point. Therefore, I do not feel I'm truly qualified to speak about the sacrifices that so many made in combat in service to our country. However, having spent the bulk of my professional life in the service of others, I do feel I'm qualified to offer some thoughts on the nature of what it means to serve a cause greater than oneself. Mr. Dicus here. I was in the Navy from 1995 to 1998. I was a quartermaster second class. That meant I was a navigator. I drove the ship. For me, Veterans Day is a reminder of the power of service to others. Service teaches us to take the focus off of ourselves and see a bigger picture. Suddenly, our individual problems that once dominated our thinking now don't seem as insurmountable. I would encourage all young people to look for ways that they might serve others. This could be military service. It could also be volunteer work or a church mission. Not only do we grow strong as individuals when we help others, but our communities are made better and stronger as well. So on this Veterans Day, I invite all of us to look for ways to serve our communities. Our country, as well as our individual well-being, will be better for it. Thank you to all my fellow Decatur veterans and veterans everywhere for their service to our country. Well, I grew up in a somewhat military family. My father was in the Navy, and I grew up in a quote-unquote Navy town, Port Orchard. So I had kind of a background in it already. What did I expect when I went in? Well, I'm not sure I knew what I expected. Actually, what was a surprise to me were the educational opportunities. I earned my associate's degree while serving before we had the internet, before we had online school, before that even existed. Just the ability to access that kind of opportunity was somewhat of a surprise to me, because I knew that you could get money for serving. What I didn't know is that you could actually earn a degree while serving. So that was a bit of a surprise. That was different. The other thing that because there's this idea that the military, everybody becomes the same in the military. Actually, nothing could be further from the truth. I actually became a more open-minded person as a result of being in the military, because when you live with, my ship was relatively small, and when you serve with 80 other guys, and it's just 80 of you on one ship, you've got to get along. There's nowhere to go. You're in the middle of the ocean. You've got to work things out. So it actually made me more open-minded and more tolerant, and just a variety of different people from all walks of life serve. I would tell somebody to be realistic about why they're enlisting. Everything I mentioned about education, opportunity, those are all very real and tangible things, but committing to something like the military is not the same as committing to a service project. You can get bored with a service project and quit it. You're not gonna quit the military. It doesn't quite work like that. So I would, for the right person, I would encourage it, if you're the right type. And by type, I mean somebody that can think about something bigger than themselves, that can see themselves in a bigger picture, and it can be a very good experience. Like most things, it's what you make it.
I would say a couple qualities are they're courageous and selfless, and they want to help improve the country, especially during these hard times.
A veteran to me is someone who has immense knowledge and support and can take those said aspects and apply it to younger generations so that they can learn and grow on with their lives.
Someone who is active in the military and returned home and is no longer on duty.
Courage, loyalty, and commitment.
Qualities of a veteran are a good work ethic, integrity, loyalty, and good teamwork.
A veteran to me is somebody, regardless of age, who is able to share their knowledge and experience in order to help a rookie, if you may, succeed in whatever field they're in, and be able to share that to the next rookie and the next, and so on.
Hello. As you all know, Veterans Day is November 11th. This Thursday is simply not a day off, but should be taken as a time to reflect and remember the veterans that have served. That being said, there are 17.4 million military veterans in the United States as of 2019, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. And 17.4 million of these veterans are often not given the recognition that they rightfully deserve. Serving a country can take an extreme toll on the mental and physical health of veterans, with only half of the veterans needing mental health support receiving it from administrations. Further steps should be taken to support and uplift our veterans during difficult times, but unfortunately little action is taken. Facing and fighting in wars is an immense accomplishment, and these individuals devoted their entire lives to protect. So please, at least this Thursday, take into consideration the struggles that veterans have to face on a daily basis and honor their bravery, if even for just a minute. Thank you.
And now, please take a moment of silence for our fallen veterans.
Thank you all for attending today's assembly. A special thank you to our student volunteers, everyone who sent in submissions, Mr. Chang, and our Decatur band. An even bigger thank you to our veterans who have served. We will forever be grateful and indebted. Do not forget those who have fallen and those who will forever have to live with the effects of serving. Be respectful, reach out to the veterans in your lives, and keep in mind the sacrifices they have made for our country. Thank you.